So today we're making a special video for one of our new subscribers. She wants to start fasting. She's not Muslim, but she wanted to, start fasting without harming herself. So today I am creating a beginner's guide to fasting. This video is that. So let's read her comment, right? So this is what she said. Hi, I'm new to your channel. I'm not sure whether or not you will see this comment. I have seen the comment. But let's try, why not? I'm not Muslim, but I would like to try doing Ramadan this year, first time in brackets, for various reasons, showing solidarity with Muslim brothers and sisters being the most important one. That's amazing. I am searching for tips and how to do it well without harming myself. I am especially interested in knowing what to eat. Could you maybe make a video about typical meals, like what would you eat before sunrise and sunset? Could you also share some recipes if you have? That would be very helpful to me. Thank you in advance. You're very welcome. This is the right video for you because this video is actually being created for you as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and share some tips of how to start and practice safely fasting if you are just new to fasting as well. So in this video we are covering the next topics. So the first one is gonna be, what is Ramadan all about? How to start fasting safely, what to eat before sunrise, we call it Suhoor, and after sunset, that's called Iftar. Some meal ideas and recipes to keep you energized. So that's what this video is covering today. If you're thinking about fasting for the first time, this video is the right video for you. So what is Ramadan and why do Muslims do it, right? So Ramadan is a holy month observed by Muslims. We fast from sunrise to sunset, and meaning no drinks or food during the daylight. So this is not just, to starve ourselves, of course. This is a for spiritual reasons. This is so we can reflect through our spiritual practices, and it's also so we can self-discipline and give back. So that is the main meaning of Ramadan, is so we can reflect on our spirituality, so we can practice self-discipline, and so that we can practice gratitude and give back to those who are in need as well. It's also an opportunity for strengthening your body and mind through mindful eating habits and practicing healthy eating as well. Alright, so how do you start fasting safely? So here are some tips if you are just starting your fasting journey and this is the first time that you're ever doing it. So the first thing is, of course, to start gradually. So you're gonna start from maybe starting, to fast for 6 hours and then 8 hours and then 12 hours and then however long, the fasting day is. So that's how you can at least start at the beginning safely. And then the second thing is gonna be hydration. Hydration is 100% key. One of the main things that you can do for your body is to hydrate during non-fasting hours. If not, you might feel, fatigue, fogginess and other issues during, your fasting hours, and we do not want that to happen. And then the next thing is going to be prioritizing balanced meals. So what you eat, whatever you put in your body, is going to reflect on your next day, which is going to be your fasting day. So be sure to eat balanced nutrition. This is really going to help you sustain you for the duration of your fasting days. The next one is going to be listen to your body, because at the end of the day, however you feel, is we don't want you to faint or anything. So we want you to fast safely, and if you're not able to, there are other things to do, such as giving back, helping somebody else break their fast, and other things that you can do if you're either unable medically or unable at all, or if you're just starting out, then like I said at the beginning, start gradually and then go from there. Alright, so what do you eat before and after your fasting hours, which is like the sunrise and then sunset? What do you eat on those times? So Suhoor is the pre-dawn meal, which is how you start your fast, and this is really crucial because it's gonna help you sustain your fasting hours and stay energized as well through your fasting hour. So here are some tips or some things that you can eat to help you sustain your fasting hours. The first thing is gonna be protein. So protein options are, of course, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, meat. Those are protein options. And then the next one is going to be healthy fats. Those are nuts, avocado, your chia seeds. Those are going to be options for your fats. Next one is going to be slow digesting carbs, and those are going to be your oats, your whole wheat toast, quinoa, of course, and of course some fruits are also in there that have some carb options. And then the next thing is gonna be hydration. Hydration is absolutely key when you're fasting. You want to hydrate throughout your non-fasting hours so you can sustain your next day as well. So here are some hydration options. Water, of course. You can also opt for, you know, coconut water. You can opt for other things such as liquid IV. That really does help, especially if you're fasting for longer hours. Liquid IV is absolutely amazing because it's gonna, each, you know, powder that you add to your water is gonna equal to you drinking 3 of, you know, actual bottled waters. So try that as well. And then here's some meal ideas, right? So when you break your fast, which is gonna be the iftar time or the sunset time, this is when you really need to have some protein in your diet. So for example, you can have, you know, oatmeal with 2 scrambled eggs. That's an option for your post or your iftar time. The next thing is gonna be scrambled eggs with whole wheat toast and avocado, and that's gonna be a good option to break your fast as well. And then of course you can do, if you don't want to eat something very heavy at the beginning, you can have some Greek yogurt with nuts, and that's gonna be a little bit easier to digest at the beginning until you kind of slowly can, you know, eat something as well. And then of course absolutely avoid things that are salty, things that are sugary or caffeine like right away. When you're breaking your fast, you can have it of course later on the night and stuff like that, but right away avoid those things because they're gonna dehydrate you. So you don't want to be dehydrated. Like the worst thing that you can do is be dehydrated through your fasting hours. So that's gonna be that. And the next one, so what to eat, you know, when you're breaking your fast, this is gonna be the iftar time. So here are some options for that. This is really crucial and important because your body's craving a lot of stuff at this time, so including protein. So you really want to give your body what it needs. The first thing that we're gonna do is, of course, we always start with dates and water. This is tradition in our culture as Muslims. So that's the first thing that we do, is have some dates, and you know, in odd numbers, so maybe 1, 3, 5, that odd number, and with water. So that's how we break our fast first time. And then the second thing is going to be, of course, proteins, because your body is absolutely craving protein at that time. So protein options, of course, are chicken, fish, lentils, beans, any meat. That's going to be your protein option. Complex carbs, which is going to be your brown rice, whole wheat, your sweet potatoes, your oats, that's going to be your complex carbs. And then veggies, such as this is going to be, you know, the fiber, of course. This is going to be, you know, your greens for digestion is really going to be important for you, especially because you've been fasting all day. So your body's, you know, you need to, you know, start up the immune system to go. So, and then that's, if you don't like veggies and you're not somebody who absolutely enjoys them, there are other alternatives such as having daily greens and things like that, and that's gonna help get your intake for the daily basis without you suffering through it, basically. And so that's your veggies. And then I'm gonna give you some options for when you're breaking your fast. So you can have like some lentil soup with whole wheat bread, and that's going to be an option for you. Another one is going to be grilled salmon with quinoa, maybe roasted veggies. You can do that on the air fryer, which is so easy nowadays. And then you can also do chicken wrap, like veggie wraps or chicken wrap or any sort of wrap. That's kind of like a traditional meals for when you're breaking your fast. And then you can also always avoid, especially at the beginning, like when you're right away breaking your fast, avoid fried food, avoid things that are heavy in salts, avoid things that are heavy in sugar as well, because the sugar especially is gonna give you a crash like in few hours. So you can like slowly introduce that to your body as the day or as the night goes, but don't get into that right away at the beginning. So that's gonna be for your sunset meals. Alright, so we do have our 30-day Ramadan Boot Camp challenge as well, so you guys make sure you join us. So we're gonna be working out every single day of the 30 days. That doesn't necessarily mean we're being lifting every single day of the 30 days of Ramadan, but we will be doing everything, because being active and doing activity during Ramadan is very important, because you don't want to like just sit and lay and things like that. You want to be moving on a daily basis. And for those of you who are like me, who don't train when you're your fasting hours, you can train with me post when we break our fast, which is after iftar. So you guys go ahead and check that out. Be sure to sign up. The registration is now going. We're gonna be starting February 28th up until March 29th. So go ahead and join us in the Ramadan Boot Camp 30 days. See you in there. Alright, here are some tips for successful fasting days. So the first thing is going to be, of course, get rest. For, the 30 days of Ramadan, it's a little bit harder to have 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep. So I will definitely tell you guys to sneak in some naps. If you're working from an office, it's easier for you guys to ask for like an empty room and then take a little nap during your, lunch hour or something like that, because it's really important for you to lay and like get some rest during the day. If you also work from home, it's a lot easier for you to, have your lunch hour and then just rest and then wake up with an alarm after however many time, but like, your lunchtime basically is what I mean. And so make sure you guys are taking some rest times and replenishing yourself, because that really does help, stay active and things like that. It's really going to help you stay consistent with the fasting, and then it's keeping up with it as well, because we'll be fasting for 30 days. So getting your naps in wherever you can, even if it is 15 minutes, is really, really important. All right, so the second thing here to be successful when you're fasting or when you're starting to fast is going to be staying active. Like I said, the worst thing that you can do is like not move or do anything at all. So be sure to, stay active, even if you're not doing like hard workouts and stuff like that. What you can do is you can move around. Maybe if you have stairs or something, you can just move around and make sure you're getting that blood flow to your body and stay active. And then the next thing is going to be, of course, embracing the experience, because at the end of the day, we do this once a year, and the reason we do it is because we want to be grateful. We want to be grateful for all the blessings that we have, and then help other people who are not as privileged as we are. And then the other thing is going to be being sure to discipline yourself, and then building lasting and long-lasting habits, healthy habits, better eating habits and things like that. So that's what it is for. And so be sure to enjoy the experience, and at the end of the day, look at it as something that you should be grateful for, because we have the other 11 months of the year where we're not doing maybe as much, or we're not giving back as much. So this is an active time that we give back. This is an active time that we practice spiritual things and things like that. So be sure to take advantage of it and look at it as something that is covenant, like what I mean. So I don't know what the right words are, but just be sure that you guys are practicing gratitude and things like that during this month. That's it for this video. So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and submit it in the comments below. Also, if you're just starting your fasting journey, go ahead and give me a comment with a red heart. Let me know that you're just starting out. If there's any other tips that I can share with you, let me know as well. If you guys are interested in the Ramadan Boot Camp, the 30-day Ramadan Boot Camp challenge, that's going to be linked in the description below. Also, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, also that is linked in the description below. Everything you need should be in there as well. So make sure you guys wake up, take action, and repeat. Bye!